Everybody, we are back. It is Taped on Live's favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Let me get it. Here we go. Subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at @TheMarkJohn NFL for me, at mholder95 for Matt. So, and of course, PandaSubs.com. Don't let me forget that. PandaSubs.com. Discount code TDL. All right, Matt. This week we're talking about the New York Giants. So we had that little preview with Nick Filato and Dan Shire. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. From the Big Blue Banter podcast. They gave a lot of great information. Go check that one out. Went really in depth with the Giants and a lot of things they do. And of course, they asked me a lot of questions. A little bit kind of a crossover episode, a little bit. So it was kind of dope. So it went pretty cool. But we got the film now. Did some film. Matt did some Dexter Lawerence, which is going to be exciting. And of course, I did the offense, which is definitely not good. So,
It's an understatement.
and they don't have Darren Waller, who it was the best player on tape. He's been injured, but I was kind of mad because it's like the same system. I'm like calling out the plays. I can see what plays they are. And, they're just using him just totally different than how McDaniels. He's like running choice routes like he used to in the West Coast. He's doing all these things. So that made me a little frustrated. Just watch Darren Waller get moved around. He like got lined up outside, ran a slant. I'm like, I didn't see that last year. Have you ever seen him run a slant last year? Man, no, I didn't see that either.
Not from out wide. Maybe from the slot, but no, not from out wide.
Yeah. He ran one damn choice route last year, but he's out here running the choice routes like he's Hunter Renfrow in this offense. So that was frustrating for me to watch. But besides that, this offense is not good and he's not playing. So, really it's just Wan'Dale Robinson you got to worry about, really.
Yeah.
And then, and they can't run the ball.
I was gonna be able to get the ball to Wan'Dale because like their line is brutal. Like I don't even know if quick games enough to get them the ball. Like they're gonna have to do a lot of screens. So
yeah, they're gonna have to do a lot of screens, get rid of the football. They're getting those two guys back. They're getting Evan Neal and they might get him back. I'm not gonna say for sure, but they might get Thomas back, who's gonna make a huge difference. But Neal he's the one still lining up against Max Crosby. So Crosby still should have a good day. They're not good inside at all either, so it doesn't matter really. The defense tackle should have good games. Adam Butler should have a good game. Those type of guys, they should be able to get some pressure inside. Because Christian Wilkins and those dudes just ate these guys up. So that's not gonna change, and they can't run the ball, but they will. They are going to. So who knows how that's gonna look? Because they're running the ball 25 times. If Barkley plays, it's 24 runs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You got to give your guy the ball even if it's not working. We kind of see that a little bit with Josh Jacobs, but yeah, their O-line from everything I've seen is pretty brutal. And like you said, I don't think they have outside of Wan'Dale, their receivers don't really scare me, especially without Waller. Like Waller has been their top receiver. Waller statistically has had a good year despite the Giants offense being so terrible. But yeah, they're a team that offensively definitely doesn't scare me. That's the one offense that's right now is worse than the Raiders. So there's something to go there. Like I said the other day, I think we might be looking at a 10-7, 3-2 type of game. Take the under, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm still thinking it might be that way. Because Wink Martindale, he's coming in with those blitzes. He's going to blitz a lot, and I expect that to happen. And he's going to mix it up.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's a tough matchup for a rookie to come into, is to come play Wink, who's going to bring the house and bring a lot of exotic looks.
Yeah, because the Lions blitz 17 out of Garoppolo's 28 dropbacks. So Wink Martindale has a lot of film to watch to see how those blitzes work. So. Yeah,
I feel like he's going to run at least a simulated pressure on like every damn snap or every passing down.
Probably, bro. You might get because you can't get too disrespectful and do cover zero with Devontae Adams. You can't.
Yeah, but if you don't think the Raiders' offensive line can hold up, and we'll get to Dexter Lawerence a little bit. It's going to be a tough one. Then.
All right, man. All right, let's get to this. Let's just do offense first, I guess, and then we'll finish it off with being terrified. This is not as scary. So let's start with some positivity here.
Sounds good.
Because I know what you're about to show is about to be terrifying. It's about to scare me to death. All right. So let's start with this offense. Of course, we start with Saquon Barkley. All right. So Saquon is somebody they're gonna have to just tackle him, right? If he does break one, you gotta tackle him because if you don't, it's gonna be trouble. But he has pretty good vision. His vision is a lot better at this point than it was as a rookie or when he was coming out. You kind of see how he moves, how he can get in the open field.
It's backside too.
Right, backside right there. It's that backside. Yeah, so speed is there. The speed is still there. Here's another one. This one's outside zone here, I believe. Oh no more somewhere zone. Oh, it's the same run. That's what it is.
Yeah, same look.
Well, it's the same run. All right, here you go. Now we get a counter run here. So do some counter. Got Darren Waller leading the way.
Oh, nice block, Darren.
There you go. Right.
On Jamin Davis, nice block. There we go.
Let's see it one more time. So yeah, I mean, I think he should win this way. That's why I talk about his vision. Sometimes I feel like he should. I don't know if somebody's here. I don't think somebody is. He should have went this way, but he came inside. Or there is a guy there, so it makes sense.
Corner there.
Yeah. All right, so here's another run here. Let's see this little outside zone. It kind of just. I mean, he's a weird runner to me because like he doesn't have a lot of patience that much, in my opinion. Like I feel like maybe he could have had some patience to hit this cutback. You got this guy getting cut off here, and he's so fast. You know what I mean? Like if he just had a little bit of patience.
Yeah, but he's open to the outside. I mean,
yeah,
I guess a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see what you're saying. The big play is definitely backside.
Yeah. All right. Because, most of the time, I'm going to be honest with you guys, the runs just like this, they're not very, it's just these guys getting their butts kicked up front. So you see 60, he's getting Andre James there with the swim move. We'll call it the Andre James. All right. And there's Barkley. As soon as he gets the ball, the dude's just staring right at him. That's most of the time as a running back for him. He's averaging like 3.7 yards per carry. So, I mean, he's going to have some runs, but there's a lot of average runs or negative runs, I would say. So even this one, I was talking about cutting back some of his vision. You see from Barkley, like this one's a clear cutback.
That's
right?
a cutback. Yeah, that's a cutback.
Clear. And he just, I don't know what he's doing here. And, it doesn't really help his guard here. So, I mean, some of it's him a little bit as well. But the thing that scares me about him for sure is that, these guys don't throw deep at all. I'm going to show that a little bit later. And we love a good check down here. And he's like a check down perfectly guy. Like you see here, maybe this guy can make a tackle, maybe keep it to, maybe a yard or whatever. No, boop, he's going to just take it and drag the guy for 6. Just run through him. Right? So that's something they got to tackle him, man. And this is another play here where they got to tackle. This is a perfect example. Like I said, this is basically the same system. So, the Raiders, when they come out after these play actions, these little outrights, basically it's not really a choice route, but gets him outside, finds him really quick, and then he just breaks a tackle, and he outruns everybody to the end zone. So, I mean, that's you got to worry about with him is tackling him in the open field, which this team cannot do. We all know the Raiders can't tackle, so that's a scary look. All right, so yeah, go ahead, Matt.
I was just gonna say that's been my biggest knock on the defense in the last 2 weeks is the open field tackling. It's been horrendous. It's the one thing that's kind of killed them.
Awful. All right, so here let's get into the passing game a little bit. So Daniel Jones is back in the game, so they're not going to throw down fields, which is going to be super interesting because Tyrod Taylor is actually it's funny. It's 2 totally different films. One guy is throwing downfield, the other guy is not. So, and we're going to get a lot of these intermediate and short passes. There's going to be a lot of short passes here. So I think the Raiders have to play a different type of defense that they play because if they play soft, he's going to take it. He's going to take it if they play soft. But you see this type of play. This is a play the Raiders run too as well. Where you get the choice route and kind of the what they call blink, but this guy does a good job of sitting right there. So Raiders like to run that play too is weird as well. Here we get a Darren Waller run, a slant from the outside, but he's not going to catch the ball. But they call this tosser. This is a play that the Raiders is actually a Erhardt Perkins Patriots offense staple that the Raiders just never ran. I was like, how do you not run tosser like ever? Like how many times have you seen double slants, Matt?
Yeah, I was gonna say double slants.
Go ahead.
I didn't realize tosser was double slants. I just call it double slants, but yeah, never.
I mean, you probably heard that play, right? It's like a
yeah. No, I've heard double slants, just not. I haven't heard it called tosser, I guess.
Yeah, that's what they call it. They call it tosser.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but this is like a Patriot staple. I mean, we never ran this damn play. This is really more of this. When I was watching this, Phil's just mad that he's so creative with this system, moving guys around. Look at Waller outside. He should have threw it to Waller. I don't know why he didn't. But so I mean, these are the type of plays they're going to run. He's running these double slants, and you kind of see we're not going to see this offensive line. I don't think. I mean, Evan Neal's is out there, but he's going to be trying to get rid of the ball really quick. All right, so here's another one here. See, kind of mix it up with these quick slant routes to kind of help this offensive line. You see it up here. This is they call it smash. He's supposed to run an in route here. Go back a little bit. So he's supposed to do the in route here. You kind of see up here at the top. It was a little different route. Xavier Howard's good route right there. That's Darius Slayton. So I mean, Slayton can play too, but he's just not somebody you should worry about way too much. But he can play. The main guy you got to worry about in his passing game, though, this week is I can't even think of his name right now. Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson. You got to worry about him. He's going to be Mr. Dependable for Daniel Jones. And, here's a play right here. All right. This is a play that Jimmy Garoppolo refused to throw last week on 4th and 2. It's the same exact concept, except they came with the chip. They do like they basically open this up with kind of like a pick route, but he didn't want to throw it. He didn't want to throw it to Michael Mayer for like a 30-yard run on 4th and 2. It just say this. Watching this film just frustrated me too, man. All right,
hey man, we got to put that in the past, man.
I know we're running the same offense. We're running the same offense, so maybe he mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is the future of us. But you got to tackle him too. He is I think he's a punt returner. I believe so. So.
He was known for his shiftiness at Kentucky. I mean, right here is a great example. Over pursue, cut back, and then another one. 3.
Yeah, he just shook that guy. Just shook him. Man. All right. So who we got next? Let's keep moving here. Let's keep moving. So Daniel Jones. Talk about him getting outside the pocket a little bit here. Kind of see he loves to bail the pocket. When he gets pressure, he just bails. This is the thing he likes to do because he has like number 18 here. I don't know who that is, but he has him. But he's going to run. So it's something he's going to do a lot. If you get pressure on him, he's going to bail. He's not going to try to, what I would say, make a play while he's running, and then, they try these QB sneaks here. Let's keep moving here. And you can see, here's another picture of him running, doing a little running again. And like I said, as soon as he starts running, he's running. You don't have to worry about him like doing some Patrick Mahomes stuff. If you see him taking off, you go. To be honest, you make him make a play because I honestly haven't seen him do it. But you can see here, does a good job of just seeing his quick, seeing the pressure, seeing nobody's there, and he will do this. So Raiders got to worry about stuff like that. But this is what I'm talking about here. Him dropping his eyes. So let me bring this back on this one. So. We're getting basically, a out basically, and then getting a corner route. You see Darren Waller is wide open, right? And he's looking here, but he gets pressure. So, he's looking here. That's not open. Maybe he wants to go here, but he gets pressure. And all he has to do is just slide up and throw it. But instead, he's gone. He's out the pocket. He's running.
Could probably even hit the shallow crosser and at least have a chance.
Yeah.
How deep the linebackers are.
Yeah, because I still think, the way the leverage is, if he throws it outside, maybe, Waller has to get his feet down or something like that. But there's a good throw there for him. And you see it here. You watch his eyes just kind of drop. Right? They just go short. Right? Everything goes short. Oh, I got to get rid of the ball. And he starts running. And then that's how you hurt your neck. See, that's how you get your neck hurt, man. That's how you get your neck hurt. I already showed this one. All right. And then, of course, this offensive line is just bad, so I didn't really want to kill him too much. But you kind of could see, especially with him and the way he's handling pressure right now, I don't think he's it doesn't bother him. Like the hits don't bother him, and he's willing to take a hit, willingness to take a hit. But it's like his eyes just start dropping, and he doesn't like look for where to throw the football. Like, I mean, this one you could probably just do this back shoulder or something, kind of just get rid of this damn ball and not take a sack. Even this guy, that's NFL open, you throw it low. Yeah, it's just these type of things you see with Daniel Jones, and that's why he's always taking these sacks, and why you can get sacks in the interior. So, especially these guys are just not good, and you just watch here. Inside, they're just not good players. I don't know what the PFF grade is, but
it's not good. I'll tell you that.
It's not good. It's not a good look for these guys. So, that's basically the Giants' offense. It's really nothing special or anything crazy to get nervous about. So, I mean, I don't know what else to really say about it. It's kind of basic. Daniel Jones doesn't throw deep, so hopefully, like I said, they get in these guys' faces a little bit, because if they just keep giving him short stuff, he's going to take it. So he will definitely just go right down the field. And I don't think you want to play the red zone game with these guys, because they will run him in the red zone. So I don't think you want to play that game. I think you want to attack him, be aggressive a little bit in this game. Hopefully they take that mindset, they take that game plan, and they take it that way.
Yeah. I mean, to your point too, like that's the biggest difference between a guy like him and Goff, right? Or the Raiders got success in the red zone against Goff. He doesn't really move, but Daniel Jones, we've seen him tuck it and run. I mean, he'll tuck it and run from the 50 or something like that, and pick up some good speed on it. So
man.
Matchup.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get in some Dexter Lawerence, bro. Let's do it.
Some sexy Dexy.
Sexy Dexy.
I'll tell you what, these clips were, not gonna lie, pretty sexy. One thing I wanted to show last week, I think we talked about it a little bit, Dexter Lawerence, monster game against the Jets. I think he had 15 pressures, bunch of tackles against the run. We'll see a lot here. One thing the Giants like to do is they'll run these like odd fronts where they got the two outside backers, and they like to put, I know this guy's technically shaded on the tackle here, but they like to occupy the guards with their odd fronts and whatnot, so that they can get Lawerence some one-on-ones with the center. And I mean, I know that this to the left of him right here is going to be Leonard Williams, who recently got traded, so hopefully that helps the Raiders out a little bit. He won't have as much help, but you'll kind of see what he can do with these one-on-one blocks. He's a pretty devastating bull rusher, and we know Andre James struggles with those big noses. This is the first one. I mean, at no point does this center ever, set the anchor and stop his momentum. He just kind of fold him, and Dexter Lawerence ends up walking him like he's Labrador or something like that, getting the pressure. Obviously, that's passing, going nowhere.
Yeah.
And then, so the other thing I wanted to point out about this is the very next play, and you see the same kind of thing. I think. Although we just got an even front this time, but same thing, right? We got our two ends lined up as three techniques to occupy those guards, make those guys at least honor the outside rush a little bit and kind of get them off. I mean, this is one that's even worse. Same thing. And that's the other problem too. I know you guys are going over that with Nick. You got to worry about Kayvon Thibodeau here out on the edge. I think he's up to like 9 sacks now, having a pretty good season. So again, I mean, I don't know if I've seen like a guy struggle to get 2 feet on the ground, or a center struggle to get 2 feet on the ground against a bull rush before, or at least not like this. And we'll continue to see it as the game goes along. Trust me, it gets worse. It gets worse, or better, depending on on your perspective.
Yeah, your perspective, how you look at this. Yeah, man, that is a long sack. Pause.
Yeah, there you go. Well, it was raining and whatnot, but yeah. All right, actually, I think this one they're going to slant him in. Yep, slant him. That's what they like doing again too. And this is the thing that worries me: is not only is he a good bull rusher, he has this nice little swim move as a counter. I mean, we missed it a little bit here because the bad camera work. But like, he's going to defeat a double team here, right? Like the guard's got a nice little post arm, swims over the center, and guard comes to go help. Center ends up on his ass. I mean, there's a reason why this dude got paid in the offseason. So that's one of the biggest things, man. Is like, two, like, for a 340-pound dude to be able to swivel his hips and clear his lower half here like this, on the swim move, pretty damn impressive. That's why he's able to split those guys and eventually just put that guard on his back and whatnot.
Yeah, it was interesting
Okay.
that he moved over to the side. He moved over to the center like after the snap too. That was interesting.
So yeah, he'll do that a lot where like the whole line won't slant, but like he'll line up on one shade and then slant into the gap. I guess to maybe get guys off balance or whatnot, or throw them off. But tell you what, he's athletic enough and got enough footwork to make it work. And we'll see that a couple times throughout here. This clip might be my favorite. I think this is the one I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna let it run real quick. Yep. I don't know if I've seen many NFL centers get folded like this.
Whew. Oh man! Wow.
Let's see, I think. Oh no, that's still McGovern. I think this was the play McGovern got hurt on.
I mean, I'm looking at his neck, his knees buckled.
His knees buckled. Yeah, because here's a few plays later, and they moved the guard over to center. So yeah, at this point, we're now on the second center because again, McGovern just got folded on that bull rush, and again, same kind of look, right? Don't have the edge out here unless he's outside the wide receiver and off the screen. But again, a couple 3 techniques to get him those one-on-ones. Thibodeau out there on the edge, so it makes it a little bit tougher. Oh, we'll work through 2 guys again.
God.
Like,
and it's so quick too, man. Like these are 3-step drops, bro.
Yeah, 3-step drops, and he's like getting there in 2 seconds on a bull rush, which is not common. Let me tell you that. But again,
man,
the center is getting some guard help, right? We got a nice post arm right there, and it just doesn't matter because he's so damn big and strong that he just dominates people. This time, they put him on a little stunt with Leonard Williams here. Again, Leonard Williams is gone at least. Poor editing job. We got to fire that guy that puts my clips together. But yeah, same thing. I mean, it attacks the guard. The guard has no idea it's coming, and I mean, easy sack, right?
Wow.
Like, look the guy. Just watch the guard's reaction after this play. Like, this is a defeated man. Oh shit! My bad, Zach. Let me help you out.
he doesn't know the deal. You know what I mean? All right.
Here we're gonna see another one of those swim moves again. I mean, to be able to bull rush people into the backfield and then pull off moves like this, same thing. Oh, not as good on clearing the hips on that one, but I mean, you kind of get the point a little bit right here.
Wow.
We can collapse people. We can beat you with this bull rush. Another stunt here. Works through 2 guys. I mean, got to stay on our feet and get that sack, but like, this is just like watching this tape. And mind you, I'll put this out there now. I only watched like a little bit into the third quarter. Most of these clips are from the first half. Oh, by the way, that's the third center that the Jets tried. And that's Elijah Vera Tucker that he's beating too.
That's what I was telling Nick and them. Like, I don't care what Rick Martinez could do. I'm worried about him because he doesn't need a blitz.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't need to. Like, especially with their front. I mean, again, maybe it'd be different with without Leonard Williams in there. This Raiders will be the guinea pig, but they're pretty damn good. I mean, they're across the board. We got a few guys that can rush the passer with Thibodeau out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to a few. Moving on to a few run defense again. That's that second string center back in the game, a little out of order here, but like, I don't know if I've seen someone make it look this easy. Like, boom, boom. Shed. So that's part of what we're talking about. Andre James, you got to be on it, man.
I hope
this guy will eat your lunch.
I hope he's sleeping right now. He needs a lot of sleep, so hopefully he's sleeping. He's drinking a lot of water. I hope he's ready to go for this game. He's the mindset. Do some meditation. Get your mind clear.
Maybe take a cycle of steroids. I don't know.
Yeah, so maybe take PEDs for the team. They're not going to catch you till later, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Just hope they don't test you this week because this dude is good, man. He's probably up there with Vita Vea as the best nose tackle in the game right now. I mean, outside zone here, they help him out a little bit. Good play call by Wink to get the slant going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, obviously, he's a little shaded on the center. But again, same thing. Just not even a chance. Like, the center's not even there. Like, that's the thing that's impressive about him is, like, there are plays like we've seen where it just does not matter who's in front of him. He just goes right through them like they're like he's getting blocked by air, or like one of those the coaches with the arm shield bags. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day.
Exactly.
Again, the third center because he hurt the other two.
Is this why Nutan Moody got called up?
Maybe it might. You know what? And now that I think about it, it might be because maybe he could snap and at least just set the anchor or something. Because
Dylan Parham's got to move the center. He's got to play guard.
He might have to, dude. Like Andre James. I mean, you're probably a bigger hater of him than I am, but like even I'm like watching these. I'm like this is not a good matchup for the Raiders. I mean, they're trying to run inside zone to the right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, our old friend Jahad Ward over there, not exactly doing a great job, but because he's got so much penetration, like there's nowhere for running back to go, and he has to cut it back. And like that's one guy cutting the field in half effectively. But yeah,
wow.
No, this is the third center. Excuse me. Sorry, I got mixed up with all of them. I mean, this one he's going to make the play without making the play here. Like, the Jets are running, I think, looks like a mid zone. This center and this guard, they're supposed to combo up to this Mike backer. However, neither one of them even get off the line of scrimmage. And who makes the play? Mike backer. So that's kind of the stuff that like worries me about this dude is like, again, even when he's not making the play, he's making the play. Like he's just so disruptive and he's in the middle of their defense where you can't get around him. You know what I mean? Like you can't, it's not like a defensive end or even like a Max Crosby where like you can run around him. And obviously Max, sometimes that doesn't even matter with him, but like he's front and center. And I tell you what, man, not a whole lot you can do sometimes with that dude because he's a monster. And again, mind you, maybe two of those clips were from the beginning of the third quarter last week against the Jets. So got to be a big day from the offensive line. Got to get a lot of help. And I think the thing that really throws a wrench in here is like I was saying with how good Wink is and the scheme and how smart he is. I think you're going to see a lot of tight fronts, a lot of those 2-3 techniques, the bear fronts, and that'll get him those one-on-one blocks, which I mean, we just saw that. I don't know if there's a guy in the league that's one-on-one blocking that guy right now because he's been a monster last year.
Oh yeah, that was some terrifying tape, man. That was terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, that was scary. I remember because I watched his game against the Vikings, and I'm watching Kirk Cousins, and I just started watching him because he took over the game. Like he literally won the Giants that game. I swear he did. And we talked. Daniel Jones got all the credit, but that dude was disruptive because even the pass in the fourth down. The reason why he checked it down is because here comes Dexter Lawerence, right? And man, that's what I was looking at. I'm watching it. They're gonna have to move the pocket. They have to move. They have to get away from him. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have to do like bootlegs and like move him to the right. I think you gotta do things like that to get the hell away from him because I'm watching 3-step drops. And Zach Wilson's just trying to throw a quick out on rhythm.
Yeah, you know it's rough when you can't step into a 3-step drop because the nose tackle is bull rushing your center. It's dog walking. I'm not even calling it bull rushing anymore. He's straight dog walking. He put that dude on a leash and took him around for a little trip around the block. Gave him a couple treats on the way home for being a good boy.
I was like, man, that's a 3-step drop, bro. he's like 1, 2, pow. off shotgun. It's a shotgun.
Yeah,
wow,
good.
Wow, so he's got like a 5-yard head start. He still takes a 3-step. It still gets popped.
Sounds about right. I mean, and like I said, man, like obviously last week was a little bit of an extreme example. I think Jets offensive line is kind of weak, and he popped off for an unreal game. But I mean, still like you said, he's capable of single-handedly screwing up your offense. Like, and it's gonna be a tough one. That's the one thing that gives me some pause is the Giants like front, or at least their defensive line is still pretty good, even without having Leonard Williams. I think they can still be all right. I mean, Thibodeau's a dog, and obviously so is Dexter. So
yeah, when you have a guy who can win outside and have a guy who can win inside, that's the problem. So Colt Miller needs to have a good game too, I believe. I think Luminor's hurt. No, Mumford's hurt.
Mumford's hurt. Yeah.
Is going to be playing the whole game, so we'll see how he does. So hopefully that tandem could hold down Thibodeau a little bit because Jihad Ward is the other guy, which it's always shocks me that Jihad Ward is still in the NFL. Like this, it trips me out all the time.
Not a whole lot of people go from. I mean, I guess he would kind of came in as like a defensive end or whatever, and they were trying to make him a defensive tackle, and now he's back to playing like outside backer. You don't see that career arc a lot, but yeah, him and like Michael Hocht or whatever from the the Rams. Those are like the only two guys that I can think of that have ever done it, and they're not like neither one of them are dudes. Like Jihad's kind of just out there, and Hawk's solid but nothing good. But
yeah, bro.
Yeah, and their linebackers aren't that great either, to be honest.
Yeah,
the DBs.
Yeah, the DBs aren't that great either. So I mean, that's the hard part is getting rid of the football and passing.
Exactly.
So yeah, but they got to move the pocket, man. They got to do some bootlegs. They got to get the hell away from him. That's all I got to say about that, because the bootlegs can help that. And because if they get in the 3rd and 10s, man, it's gonna be rough. It really is. You can already tell. It is, man. Because the last thing I'll say before I get out of here, he had like 14 pressures last week.
15. Don't shortchange him.
Right. All right. 15. Sorry.
Don't you shortchange that great defensive line performance for me. Because that was masterful watching it.
Right. So 15. So just imagine if he did half of those. That's still a great game. And that might happen against the Raiders. He still might get 8 pressures. And
7 pressures or 8 pressures as a nose is like stupid good. Like that's unreal.
So
15, Jesus, that's hard to do as an edge.
I know, man. Wow. Yeah. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed that. The defense probably scared the hell out of you, but we're okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna figure it out, and hopefully the Raiders can do something. I think you got to do some outside zone. You got to run the hell away from him. I don't know what you got to do. Get away from that dude. You got to do outside zone and then outside zone and bootleg back. Whatever you got to do. I just watched that. That's my game plan. So I hope that he sees some bootlegs this week, mix it up, and stay the hell away from Dexter Lawerence. But subscribe, guys. Like I said, check out the other preview with Big Blue Banter. We got that up. So 2 previews. And, of course, we got Friday Night Live gambling up as well. So check all those things, all those previews. We're getting you ready for the Giants game. We got you guys right here. Peace.